We are going to move on to Baroque art. How are we doing on time? Does that fill up all the time? Where do we leave off? Oh, yeah, we're going to start with, I think we have enough time for Velasquez. Yeah, we're going to have fun today. It's a fun one. Yeah. We finished with the ceilings. Now we're going to go to Spain. Are we good to go? All right. And gentlemen, if the sun is in your eyes, you can move. All right, so this photograph right here gives you a sense of how large this artwork is. It is quite large painting. If we can get a closer look at this painting, we've got several people in the painting. And if we take these, it's Las Maninas means maids of honor. And if we look a little bit closer, so at the people, we have the artist right here on the left. That is Velasquez. He's painted himself in the picture. He is a court painter, so he works for the king and queen or duke and duchess. He works for the royal family, and his job is to paint pictures promoting them and paint pictures of them to make them look good. It's a propaganda type artist job. And so here is the royal family. This is the youngest, and we have some others. And some older girls. And now these older girls are daughters of the Duke, I think, but not the Duchess. So they are illegitimate daughters of the Duke. So they are not proper. Well, but also, yeah, it's you can say scandalous, but this is very common. It's not, it's kings and queens and dukes and duchesses. They all have plenty of playtime, all right, with numerous consorts and mistresses and companions. Um, Behind them is the this is a friar and a nun. They work for the family, and then here we have a couple of little people, all right, midgets that also work for the family. And then this guy in the doorway is I think he's, let's see, we got, yeah, he's the Queen's Chamberlain. And then the King and the Queen, can you find them in the picture? Right, yeah. So that looks like a painting in the back. That is actually a mirror. So if that is a mirror, yes, right. He is painting the people. So it is as if you are the king and the queen standing in the room looking at this scene of you being painted and seeing yourself in the mirror. All right, it's a very clever image. And I think this painting that he is working on right here is this painting that you are looking at here. All right, it's quite clever. So it's a painting within a painting. All right, all these people are identified. And so, like I said, this is the Infanta Margarita. And then these are this is second lady in waiting, the first lady in waiting, and this is a little German woman, and this is a little Italian man. These are the royal chaperones, and we have the Queen's Chamberlain. This is the artist, and then the King and the Queen are back in that mirror. So in this image right here, like she is refusing a glass of water, just like children do. She's like, no. So she's being a little child. And like I said, she is the only legit child at that time. That's why this painting is so centered on her, that everybody has been waiting for waiting for a legitimate child to be born so they can pass their kingdom off to their next offspring. We have King Philip IV and Queen Mariana. And so here is a computer generated illustration of the room that you are standing in. So they've widened it out so you can see exactly kind of what is in this room. And like I said, it is as if you are the king and the queen standing in front of the artist and seeing yourself being painted. There is the artist uses linear perspective to push that space back so it feels like a realistic space back there. And like I said, you can see yourself as the king and the queen in the painting or the mirror behind you. There are three figures looking at the viewer. And it's almost as if you stepped into the room and some people noticed you and some people did not. Now, the Red Cross is the Order of Santiago. Do you remember this Red Cross when we looked at the El Greco painting? All right, and then in the back of the room, there are a couple of paintings up on the wall. One is the story, it tells the story of Pallas and Arachne, and the other one tells the story of the judgment of Midas. So I have a couple of little story times for you. So Arachne is really good at weaving. And she's so good at weaving. She's very proud of herself and she brags about how good she is at weaving. And so she says to everybody, I am better than Athena at weaving. So Athena hears about this and she is absolutely livid. You know what? I think. All right. The gods are very petty people. They are very proud of themselves, and when a mortal says that they're better than a god at something, that really pisses them off. So Athena says to Arachne, "Here, okay, let's have a contest and see who the better weaver is." And they had this contest, but Arachne, she has this opportunity to let Athena win, and like when you're an adult, like when you have children, you kind of let children win at games because they'll throw a fit if just or they'll stop playing with you. But she wins the contest against Athena, and that really pisses Athena off. So Athena basically says, "Okay, you like to weave things? Here, you're a spider. You can weave webs." All right. So that's where we get the term arachnid from Arachne, the story where Athena turns Arachne into a spider. The other story that is going on here is the judgment of Midas. So Pan is really good at playing the pipes. You guys know who Pan is? He has the little goat feet. And Pan says, I am better than Apollo, the god of music. And Apollo says, you're not. And so Pan says, let's have a contest. And Apollo wins the contest. It's clear that he wins the contest. But Midas, who was in the crowd, disagreed with the verdict and thought that Pan played better. So Apollo turns Midas's ears into donkey ears. So I don't know if you remember in the Last Judgment by Michelangelo, down in the corner, there was Midas, and he has the tail that goes around his body how many times? And then he has these big donkey ears, and that comes from this story right here. All right. So here, hey, if you're playing music and somebody has really bad musical taste and they say, somebody else plays better than you, then you can turn their ears into donkey ears. That'd be a good thing to do. All right, now there's different. All right, art historians love to talk about this painting, and there's a lot to talk about. Some art historians are of the opinion that this painting is simply just a self-portrait of Diego Velázquez, and that's what they think. All right, it's because he has, he's wearing the Order of the Cross, and he fits so prominently in this picture. All right, now if we go back to this image right here and we begin to analyze what is in the room, there is a lot of controversy about what is being painted on the painting that you see in front of you. So we looked at this before, where we are looking in the mirror and seeing ourselves, so that it is, and then the artist is looking at us, so it must be us that he is painting. So some art historians think that if you are this mirror that you're looking at, you are not seeing yourself in the mirror, you're seeing what's on the painting in the mirror. So the angle of the mirror is that you are seeing the painting. So this right here is a reflection of what's on this painting. So it's as if you're seeing the painting in the mirror. And that is what some art historians think that this painting is. It's a painting of the king and the queen. However, are you just walking into the room and just seeing yourself in the picture, in the mirror? And then in that case, the artist Diego Velázquez is painting the picture that you are looking at on the painting. So there's a lot of disagreement as to what is actually on the painting. That's right. Yeah. I just thought of that too. Yeah. All right. Are there any questions about this? So this finishes us for chapter 24. Let's just begin chapter 25. That was chapter 24, right? Yeah. All right. All right, so much art history, never enough time to cover it all. So let's go run through the art museum. We are beginning a new chapter, chapter 25. Go to your next empty page at the top, write chapter 25, or you can write 25, or you can write Art of the Baroque, or you can write the Baroque or just Baroque. Yes. So the chapter 24 is the Italian Baroque and Spanish Baroque. Chapter 25 is the Northern Baroque. So we'll be looking at France and Germany and Flanders and places like that. Make a note of your page number that you're beginning this chapter on. Go to your table of contents next to chapter 25. Write this page number down. And this is a reminder to do 5 sketches per chapter. All right, during this time, there's a lot of war going on. In fact, between 1562 and 1721, which is a 159-year period, 4 of those years were peaceful during this time that we are looking at. There was the 30 Years' War. There was the Catholics versus the Protestants. There was a lot of tension between the secular, dynastic, and nationalistic factions. And also, there's a lot more trade because of technical advancements. Boats are getting better and they're able to sail faster and more economically. And there's a lot fewer boats crashing to the bottom of the ocean. Tea, coffee, and sugar, rice, and tobacco exploded in Europe. So lots of stuff is coming from the New World, and that is creating a lot of new trade. And with that new trade is lots of people are getting rich. And that is a big effect, or has a big effect on art. More people are buying art, and so that attracts artists to come and make art. So we're going to take a look at Flanders first. So where is Flanders? Where do you think Flanders is? What continent? All right, yep. You're right. It is in Europe, and it is in the northern Europe. All right, it's that little tiny little speck right there. That is Flanders. And in Flanders, we have this dude right here. One of my favorites is Rubens. This guy is an amazing artist. I love his artwork. He was born rich, and he stayed rich, and he made lots of money. Right, so he got richer. He has lots of contacts with kings and queens. He was a successful art dealer. So, and that is a new profession at this time. An art dealer is somebody that, let's say you're an artist and you paint a picture. How are you going to sell it? You're just going to start asking people, hey, you want to buy this? You want to stand on the corner of the street? Hey, you want to buy this? Like, how do you sell art? Then let's say you're a person that wants to buy art. Who are you going to buy it from? Do you know any artists? How many artists do you really know? And the ones that you know, do you really like their artwork? Do you really want to buy it? Maybe there's a better artwork out there. So the dealer knows all the artists, and the dealer knows people that want to buy art. And so they say, hey, I know a guy that, paints landscapes. You want landscapes? I'll take you over to the studio. You can take a look at them. And so he's the go-between between artists and buyers. Later on, it becomes a gallery. So it becomes a storefront for art. So artists know to go to the store, the gallery, and they can make a deal with the gallery owner and says that, hey, the gallery owner says, hey, I'll display your artwork. People come in and buy it. You take half the money. I'll take half the money. We make money. That's how it works. Before galleries, there was art dealers. And also he was good with his money. Like he was able to make good investments and things of that nature. We got time for, let's see, what story is this? All right. We'll do the story time tomorrow. All right. But I just wanted to introduce you guys to the Northern Baroque and to Rubens. All right. Yeah. No. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.